Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Tennessee Volunteers, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Vols will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. The give out of the gun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Heaves it deep. And that ball is picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field of game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. The Big Orange churning out those 1st downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. Now they'll run it on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
They'll run it to the right side. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4-quarter game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his man. It's Henderson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! You know what? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Hand off to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking downfield, it's Keller. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his... Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it for the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for guys.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. A little screen to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Give to the running back.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads up play by the QB.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carry.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Gets it out quickly. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Spartans pick up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. Oh, how did you make that move? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
After 36. Now, a 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Thomas. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The give to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go. Back to pass, it's Keller. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick him up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits and makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
2nd down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Keller. He's going for a big play downfield. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Number 14,
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He'll try the left side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Second and 10 here. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Keller. Pocket starts to collapse. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're bringing heat. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops while they get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. On target to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's 1st down time in Tennessee.
1st down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. hoping to play some good ball. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hey, midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Keller. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He'll set up to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Spartans. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Looking for room at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan State 17, Tennessee 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Running with power. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires it incomplete.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. You got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Keller. He looks that one in nicely. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. The 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down set.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Number 83.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Discards a man. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to pass, it's Keller. Fires to the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Spartans are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to the running game. Sweet feet on the move. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.